my dear monastic brothers and sisters, and my very dear young people and other respected visitors. Now we are at the end of this session. I am only to speak a few words of benediction, not give a speech. Therefore, you need not be afraid. It will be short. We have been hearing two very interesting discourses by so many Swamis. First of all, Swami Atmapriyanandaji gave us a wonderful scholarly discourse, though perhaps it was rather very deep, too deep for many of you youngsters. But his speech was full of so much material, so much of philosophical thought. So it was a very interesting one. Then next came our Vimokshanandaji. Vimokshanandaji spoke to you the language which you understand. He was very practical. He spoke to you about his own experiences in different places, where he has had experience with medical services. And I had the good fortune of being with him when he was in Itanagar. For about 10 years he was there. I was for 13 years. So I was all through his career in Itanagar. He was engaged in different medical services. And afterwards he was posted to Ranchi, about which he did not speak, but I made him speak a few sentences. There also had a lot of experience. Then he was in Durban. There, Durban is South Africa. That is one of the biggest outside other foreign country centers. We have got 10 centers in South Africa, Free State of South Africa. That is the best state in the whole of South African continent. So he was there for about a number of years, maybe 6, 7, 8 years. I visited him there also. There also he has done a lot of medical work. See, he has initiated some medical institution like dispensary, etc. in that center also. Then we had a very interesting speech by him, giving his personal experiences. Then came Swami Atma Shraddhanandaji, who was here in Chennai Math as editor of Vedanta Kesari, and then he has travelled all over India. He is one of our best compeers. He knows so much about our Swamis and our centers. So everywhere they invite him. So before the Swami stands up, he gives the full bio data of the Swami to the audience. So he is very well versed in that and is very well learned also. So we heard from him about the educational services, though he did not go very deep into it because not much time was there with him. But the center where he is now, that it has got a very good school, but under what you call as the government aided system, government aided school. This aided school cannot impart any ideal education. By its very nature it is like that. So now he is trying to take that school out of that aided scheme and make it into a privately run school so that we can impart all the higher values which we want to impart to the students. So he also gave us a very interesting talk. And then the last was for Mangalanathananda. So his place, the Anekal district, Shivanahalli village, I have been there several times. To inaugurate his CBSE school, I went to inaugurate that one. So now he is in charge of that one. His narration were all very, very revealing. In all the several tribal places where we have worked, I have been there. He spoke about Meghalaya, I was there for more than 4 years. Then he spoke about Arunachal Pradesh. I was there for 13 years. Then of course he is now here, there. Now he spoke about Narayanpur. I was there for more than 2 years. Whatever he spoke was wonderful. So they are much more than what I myself have heard. I have worked there, but I didn't go into the history. So he has collected so much of facts. We must be very grateful to him. So much facts of the difficulty that earlier Swamis have faced. About Narayanpur only, I am always interested in telling one incident about the tribals of Narayanpur. He spoke, they were almost subhuman beings. They did not know how to wear clothes. Whatever may be the reason, the history of them is something. They were very cultured, highly cultured people from the south, maybe from Andhra. And in the feud between the two kings, they were driven away into the forest some 1,000 years back. So there, almost all of them died. The few that survived, they survived, and their generation is what we call as the Abujmad people, Madhyas. These Madhyas are supposed to be subhuman beings. So there, I was there for more than 2 years. He was referring to those people. There, the boys and girls, we have started school, and on the lines of Swami Vivekananda's educational ideas, we have educated them. Now we have got a higher secondary school there. Both boys and girls, brilliant boys and girls. So whenever Swamis go, as Mangalanathan was telling, they can recite so many mantras from the Upanishads. Narayan Sukta, Durga Sukta, Purusha Sukta, all this without book. The tribal children, class 7 and 8, they stand and recite. The Pandits will are astonished at the wonderful pronunciation of Sanskrit. So we all say Sanskrit is difficult. These tribal children have mastered Sanskrit. So we teach them Sanskrit, we teach them Hindi, we teach them English, we teach them to their own language also, colloquial, their own language. So all the 4 languages, they are good. And then of course, we teach them science and technology, latest syllabus, and give them a lot of work, practical work in the laboratory, the computer laboratory and all that. They are best students as far as science and technology is concerned, even the humanities are concerned, and we educate them in such a way up to class 12. They go and secure seat in any college, best college. One girl who passed out of class 12 from Narayanpur. Narayanpur is the circle center, or what was circle, the circle in the district. It is a big town. There is our Narayanpur center of these Abujma tribals. One of the tribal girls, she passed out brilliantly in class 12. She was from the village where she did not know anything. Perhaps half class she was. So she was educated in our hostel. Then when she passed out, she was so brilliant. She got into nursing. She went to Lucknow College of Nursing. At that time it was Lucknow School of Nursing, our own ashrama in Lucknow. She passed out from the nursing school with a brilliant record in diploma. Then by that time they opened the nursing college. So she got into the college. And college she passed out, bachelorship. She became a graduate in nursing. Then by the time they opened the postgraduate. So she passed out postgraduate. And then she applied for and submitted a doctorate. She has become a doctorate in nursing today, a tribal girl. Whenever I go, she is professor in the nursing college there, in Lucknow. This is which proves Swami Vivekananda. Divinity is in everyone. Only it is waiting for manifestation. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already inside man. In everyone they got the spark. Only they require the environment, they require a loving teacher. That loving teachers are the missions, our Swamis who go and through their love they teach and all the children come up. Another one small incident. I close. Education, how it makes people wonderfully attractive. So our boys section in Narayanpur of the Abujbund types. In Abujbund area, this, as Mangalananda said, they were so backward. Madhya, the name of the tribals. So Madhya was a very sort of abominable term, a term of disparagement, of calling somebody, hey, you talk like a Madhya. So that was the way Madhyas were treated. And after our school has come, our boys and girls have progressed so well in every field, in the technical education, science education, the humanities, in sports, games, and music, in everything. The local people, they all now come, Swami, please give admission to our children also in your school. So we tell them, but you don't look down upon Madhyas. You want to put your children along with the Madhyas? No, Swami, we will be proud if our children are trained like those Madhyas are trained. So they have got a name for that whole place. And one group of small children, we used to take them here and there to expose them to the different places and cultures. Once we got an invitation from Delhi. There was an all India conference of tribals in Delhi. So the minister in charge of tribals in the Delhi government, he was the chairman of that one. They knew me because I have worked for a long period of 20 years in the tribal areas. So they invited me, Swami, you must come as a tribal expert. So you must come, if possible, come with another Swami also and bring your tribal children. We said, all right. We took about 10 children, all from age 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10, about 10 boys, and to exhibit some of the skills they have learnt. So we went there to the conference. So the conference was for 2 days. The first morning session, it was all the ministers, welcoming the ministers and welcoming the leaders of different tribes. There I saw Tamil Nadu tribes also are there. The Irulas, etc. They were there. I am talking about 30 years back. So and we and my another Swami, we were there, and these 10 children were there with us. Then up to morning 9 to 10:30. Then 10:30 there was a 1 hour gap. Afterwards again the second session would start. Different tribal people have come, the secretaries of different departments of different states have come, and then they were tired of hearing the reports from different tribes, and each one was asking, because the central minister was there, we in our Rajasthan we require the potato seeds, and somebody else was asking for in such and such a flower seeds we require, such and such a place we want a grant for such and such. Everybody talking about getting this, that from the government, asking for that. So it stopped at 10:30, and 1 hour leader was there. There they announced. So the different tribal people have come. They can exhibit their skills and entertain the people because this 1 hour is the recess period. Then they requested me, Swami, you start first, and other tribals also will come later. Then I went forward on the stage with these 10 children. So these children, one boy was there. He was about 7, 8 years old, only this much. He took an harmonium and then sang a song in Madhya language. And to correct to the tune and Ragini, And people are simply wonderful with harmony. They could also sing, but not with harmony. This little fellow is singing with harmony. And after he finished that harmonium song, then he sang a song in Sanskrit, shloka. So they were wonderstruck. Sanskrit this fellow is pronouncing and singing. Then he sang a song in Hindi. So they were further taken aback. So after singing in Hindi, he has sung in his own language and in Sanskrit and in Hindi. Then afterwards, one boy stood up, another boy. He stood up, he spoke Swami Vivekananda Chicago address in Hindi, half of it. They will simply, the way he expressed with power and clarity, so they were all dumbstruck. Maria boy speaking like this. Then, as he sat down, another boy went. He spoke in English itself, Chicago address. When he spoke in English, simply the whole audience was taken up. English mein to speech dena Maria ladka. The whole people were excited. And then at the end, all the 10 together, they showed gymnastics to them. They do not know gymnastics. They thought it is circus. Oh, our children, apart from all this song, speech in English, in Sanskrit, in Madhya language, and they know circus also. Then the session was over. Then the next session started. Then next session started. Tribal leaders, one after another, started coming to me. Swami, you must open a school for us in our state, from Rajasthan, from Maharashtra, from here, all the people, secretaries. Swami, you must come and open a school. Then all that afterwards I shall talk. And the new session started. These very people who were asking for seeds of potato, seeds of vegetable, etc., they all started saying, sir, we don't want anything else. We want a school for Ramakrishna Mission. This is actual that has happened. I cannot forget this. Everyone goes to there. We don't want, our children will get everything for us. We don't want anything from you. Open a school of Sri Ramakrishna Mission in our state. This is what Swamiji's education can do. So I cannot forget this. So these are all several reminiscences we have heard, and many things can be told in this area. Now we don't have much time. I am very happy to hear all these speakers, and I am also happy that you young people are hearing about these things, which is the pride of our nation, Ramakrishna Mission's work among the poor people, and poor people responding it, and then coming up like anything. This one tribal Maria girl becoming doctorate in nursing. Next to her, two MA students who have become MAs in music. They have become professors of music in two universities. Same Narayanpur school. So in football, Narayanpur is the champion in the whole area. The Chhattisgarh state league champions they have been, two of them have been declared to East Bengal team in Calcutta recently. So their talent lore, so galore there, every type of talent they have, in sports, in games, in everything. Only they require nurturing. And Swami Vivekananda again and again told, our nation needs to be fed well. Our nation needs to be educated well. And you will see the Brahman inside each one will get manifested. Swamiji believed that in every one of children of Bharat, children of our country, there is this spirituality hidden. It is only waiting for awakening. Why is it not awakening now? Because we are oppressed with poverty, with lack of education. That is why we must first remove the poverty by giving them the technological skills by which all the common people can earn well. Then afterwards they must be given general knowledge. They should know about their own history, about their own geography. We are not only Tamilians and Tamil tribes here. Tribals here must know. Tribals are there all over in our country, all over the world. In other parts of the world they have been destroyed. In India alone, all the tribes were very happily living because of Jatamat Tatamat, Sri Ramakrishna's saying. This is the saying of the Vedas. We consider every human being as a representative of God. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is God. We believe in it. So we never destroyed or drove away or persecuted our tribals. So all the tribals, as Madhalanatha was telling, only 110 tribes are there in Meghalaya alone. In all so many states are there, thousands of tribes are there. They are all surviving. And they have got their culture. And they have got that potentiality of becoming any great person in this country. So Swami Vivekananda had all these people in their mind. That's why he enunciated that first of all to remove the poverty and give them general education. You will see they themselves will come for the spiritual education. And spiritual education at that time, teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, teachings of Mother, teachings of Vivekananda, these will inspire them. Each one will become a great person. How many Modis can be produced from these poor people? Nobody knows. How many prime ministers will come who will take our country to the highest heights? You do not know. So potentiality is there and the possibility is there and blessings and benediction of Swami Vivekananda is there on all of us. May they shower their benediction upon us. May all of us progress together following the path of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji. So I am very happy to be amidst you all and participating in this convention. Thank you very much. Jai Ram Krishna. Om Swami.